is according to concentration gradient. According to concentration gradient. So movement of molecules is according to concentration gradient. This word is very, very important. According to concentration gradient. According to their own concentration gradient. According to their own concentration gradient. So this statement is similar to simple diffusion. So according to that, according to concentration gradient, definitely what about the movement of molecules? Is it uphill transport or downhill transport? According to their own concentration gradient means definitely that is downhill transport, not uphill transport. So like that, this is a downhill transport. Downhill transport. So if it is a downhill transporter, definitely no metabolic energy is consumed. No metabolic energy. No metabolic. Usually ATP. Or no energy consumed. No metabolic energy consumed. So if no metabolic energy is consumed, definitely it is passive transport. It is passive transport. Right? Next. So here it is not able to create concentration gradient. So movement of molecules is according to their own concentration gradient is very, very important. Right? Next. What are the proteins? What are the carrier proteins? Carrier proteins. So these carrier proteins are according to that part. They form channels. Channel means opening, channels. Channels in the membrane. Or they may form pores, porins. Porins means pores. So these carrier proteins are able to form channels, means openings, for the exit and entry of molecules. Porins, openings. So this channel, according to given statement, these are always open. Always open. Always open. No regulation. There is no closing and opening mechanism. Always open. And some are with a opening and closing mechanism. Always open. With regulation was given. What is that regulation? With the opening and closing mechanism. With opening and closing mechanism. They are not always open. They are not always closed. Regulation is present. Regulated. For example, in this room, door, that exit and entry is regulated by that door. So door is regulating at entry point or not, exit point or not. So some are with opening and closing. Porins. Porins are the pores which are established by carrier proteins. And here particularly porins are able to transport. Porins are able to transport molecules up to the size of smaller proteins. Okay, next. One more type of carrier protein, that is aquaporin. Porin only, aquaporin. Aqua means water, aquaporins. Aquaporin. Each aquaporin means concerned with transportation of water. Each aquaporin is made up of with 8 different kinds of proteins, 8 proteins. And porins are present in, particularly according to textbook, membranes of plastids, mitochondria, membrane of bacteria was given. Notice that one. So porins are present in membranes of plastids, means chloroplast, particularly mitochondria, and bacteria also, bacterial membranes also, bacterial membranes. So in this case, the carrier protein is concerned with passive transport only, not active transport. So carrier protein is either concerned with active transport or passive transport. But here, the role of such carrier protein which is involved in facilitated diffusion is a passive one only, not active one. So here, carrier proteins are concerned with either active or passive. In this case, passive only. We'll see what about active consent, right? Now, what about a diagrammatic representation of facilitated diffusion? After that, what about limitations of facilitated diffusion, and what about the importance of facilitated diffusion? For example, this is a plasma membrane. So this is a lipid molecule with head and tail. Lipid molecule, head and tail. Take certain number of molecules. Lipid molecule, head and tail. Lipid molecule, head and tail. For example, this one is outside, this one is towards inside. Cytoplasmic region. Or this is cell 1, cell 2. This membrane is common for example. Actually, it is not common. So take this one towards inside, towards outside. Okay, so here take one carrier protein. So this one is carrier protein. This carrier protein is having certain number of binding sites, pockets. Pockets are present. These are the lipids, and here and there intrinsic proteins. So here I'm writing P, protein. This one is carrier protein. This blue colored one is lipid molecules. And here a number of substrates are present, whatever the type of substrate. Here I'm taking substrate with some charge, or you can take a substrate. Yes, certain number. Okay, right? So here, yes, for example only. Okay, so with a positive charge, right? More number of molecules, less number of molecules. Now, see, what about this one? Binding site. So now, one substrate is binded to the binding site. So now it is occupied by so-called substrate. Okay, so substrate is binded to binding site of that carrier protein. So here, this is the tail part or not? So now substrate is not in contact with tail part. Reason? Carrier protein is present. So substrate is bypassing the contact with the tail part or not. So who is the facilitator? Carrier protein. Right? After transportation, what about the picture? So rotation of a substrate, rotate it. So now it is like this, rotate it like this. So carrier protein rotated. After rotation, what about the substrate? Now the substrate is here. Rotate or not? Rotation. So rotation. rotation of a substrate. As that protein is substrated, rotated, what about the substrate exposed to inside? Now substrate is released into cytoplasm. So here, what about the protein conformational changes? Rotation, because of rotation, it is able to transport molecules into that one. So here also, what about the direction of transport? More to less. So moment is a transportation. Moment is from more to less. More concentration to less concentration. Okay, right? If concentration gradient is already available, precipitate diffusion is possible, and it is across the membrane. Living system is mandated. Next one, what are the limitations and drawbacks? What about benefits of facilitate diffusion? First one, this is a selective type of diffusion, selective type of diffusion. So selective type means it is able to select certain number of molecules and transportation of that molecules only. Okay, so selective type of diffusion. What about simple diffusion? Non-selective. Simple diffusion is able to transport whatever the molecule, random moment. But in this case, the moment is selective, only selected molecules, not all molecules, required molecules only. Okay, so selective type of diffusion. So whatever the molecule required by the cell, it is able to transport. Selective type. Next, transport saturation. What is a transport saturation? So here, in this case, for example, the carrier protein is with 1-2 binding sites, or many also present. It depends on type of the protein. So for example, this is a protein, carrier protein, able to transport only one molecule in a given period of time, are able to transport 2 molecules, or 3 molecules, 4 molecules, or 10 molecules. It depends on type of the carrier protein. For example, this is a city bus, for example. According to seating capacity, a city bus is able to transport 30 or 35 members, irrespective of standing. Exclude that one. According to seating number, I'm talking. So in a given period of time, that RTC bus is able to transport in a given period of time from one location to destination point, from starting to destination point in a given period of time. For example, 1 hour time is given. It is able to transport 30 or 35 members according to seating capacity. So it's a saturation point. Transport saturation is 30 or 35. So here, that carrier protein is with a certain number of seating capacity is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. That depends. So if all the binding sites of all the proteins are occupied by substrates, what about transport reaching saturation? Means optimum capacity. So what is that transport saturation? Reaching up to its maximum capacity, maximum seating capacity. So each protein is able to transport certain number of molecules in a given period of time. So if all the binding sites of all the proteins are occupied by substrates, transport saturation, not more than that one. For example, RTC bus. What about the capacity of that one? 30 members only, not more than that. According to security issues, legal issues, we should not stand in the so-called corridor or so-called footsteps. But still we are standing there. That is illegal traveling. Journey is wrong way of journey. Okay, so we have to sit on the concerned one only. According to that, its saturation is 30 members. Okay, so that is called as a transport saturation. So it is able to transport certain number of molecules only. What about simple diffusion? There is no transport saturation. Reason, it is not dependent on carrier protein. It is able to transport whatever the number of molecules. Random movement, many molecules. There is no transport to saturation. This is the limitation or not? Next, generally affected by, so-called facility diffusion is affected by or damaged by, affected by inhibitors. Inhibitors, some compounds, whatever the compound. Inhibitors are able to interact with. What is inhibitor? A chemical component. That may be inhibitor. That may be inorganic or organic or heavy metal. So these inhibitors react with protein side chain. Protein is what is protein? A chain of amino acids or not? So inhibitors are able to bind with carrier protein and able to reduce its capacity to transport. That is a limitation or not? So facility diffusion is affected by inhibitors. Inhibitors are able to reduce transportation capacity of that protein by binding themselves with a protein side chain. So they are the inhibitors. They reduce the rate of transportation. Selective type, transport saturation present, affected by inhibitors. Right? So that's about a facilitated diffusion. Next. Now, what are the types of carrier proteins? Carrier protein types. Carrier protein types. Port, transport. Port means port is a transport. Okay. So what are the types of carrier proteins? Okay. So first type is uniporter. Uniporter means carrier protein concerned with transportation of molecules in one direction only. Unidirectional transport. Uniporter concerned with uniport. Uniport. What is uniport? Towards one direction only. We'll discuss with the help of diagram. So here, porter means a transporter. Uniport means a type of the transport. So uniporter is concerned with uniport. And second one, co-transporters. Co-porters or co-transporters. Here I'm using co-transporters. Second one, co-transporters. You may use a co-porters also. Co-transporters. Okay. So co-transporters are concerned with a coupled transport. We'll discuss independently. Just I'm giving types only. So what are the types of co-transporters? One is symporter. Symporter. Second one, antiporter. So now I'm taking plasma membrane. For example, this is a plasma membrane. So definitely carrier proteins are nothing but proteins present in the membrane. Generally, they are intrinsic proteins, either completely or partially embedded. So that is a plasma membrane. Okay. So first one, First one is carrier protein concerned with transportation of molecules towards one direction. So like this, either into the cell or out of the cell, any one direction only, either into the cell or out of the cell. So in this case, what about the direction of movement? Only one direction, into the cell or out of the cell. Okay, so for example, substrate molecules, certain number of substrate molecules. So this one is first type, that is a uniporter. That may be passive or active. That depends on type of the movement or whatever it is. So that is uniporter. Next one, next carrier protein. This one is concerned with the transportation of two molecules. See here, only one molecule. For example, only H plus. For example, only H plus. For example, only H plus. Or negatively charged one. Only either positive charged or negatively charged. In this case, either with a positive charge or negative charge. Okay, so any one type of molecule, either anionic or cationic. But what about second one? It is able to transport. See, one, for example, H plus, for example only, H plus into the cell. So now it is associated with a inward movement of one more molecule. So H plus coupled with a Cl minus. Okay, so here in this case, both anionic and cationic means two different or not, oppositely charged molecules are moving together. Okay, so here one kind only, either positively charged or negatively charged, any one of them. But in this case, both positive and negative charged in the same direction, coupled or not? Coupled, either into the cell or out of the cell, it depends, either into the cell or out of the cell. Same direction or not? Coupled direction, because of attractive forces, positive, negative, with attraction or not. So these two are moving together in the same direction into the cell or out of the cell. So second one is symporter, passive only. Actually, given heading is carrier proteins, passive, given one, passive, symporters, and antiporters given. Here we are discussing all. Of course, at the end, uniporter was also given. So second one is coupled transport or not? Both the molecules are moving together in the same direction. Next one, last one. Okay, better change this one. A, this one, symporter. Next one, see, for example, one molecule is transported into the cell. For example, H plus. Now, what about the fate of one more molecule? For example, Na plus. Both are with the same charge or not? Same charge, different molecules. And what about the direction of movement? Oppositely moving. So positively charged molecules, positive, or negative also. Positive or negative. So both are with the same type of charge. So what about the movement of molecules? Positive, or you may take negative also. Negative charge. So here these molecules are transported in opposite direction. So here molecules, two kinds. Two are transported in opposite direction. Opposite direction. One into the cell, other is out of the cell. Okay. So this one is a B, anti-porter. Moving in opposite direction or not? So these two are concerned with the coupled transport. Coupled or not? Both the molecules with a same or different charge, whatever the charge, moving in either same direction or opposite direction. So this one is a coupled transport. Coupled transport. Accompanying. Coupled transport. This one is not coupled transport, single transport. Okay. Next one, very, very important thing, that is little bit beyond NCERT. What is the role of anti-porter? Anti-porter. Generally, here I'm taking mangrove plants, mangroves. Anti-porters in the case of mangroves. Mangroves. What is the habitat of mangrove? Saline climatic conditions, full of salts or not. So in mangroves, these plants, anti-porter, what is the role of anti-porter? So mangroves are able to get rid. They are able to get rid of Na plus sodium, excess sodium salt, Na plus. They can get rid of Na plus. They are able to withdraw more amount of Na plus. Too much sodium or not, that is not good for osmosis. So get rid of Na plus by anti-porter type of mechanism. So they are able to take up more amount of H plus. Okay, in return they are able to give out Na plus. Okay, so these are various porters. Uniporter, coporter. So always what about these porters are present in membrane, cell membrane particularly, and membranes of chloroplast, mitochondria, and other cell organelles also. Not only in cell membrane. They are present in almost all membranes. Okay, right? Now, is it clear? Next. Now, what is active transport? So far, we completed a simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, a passive transport. Passive transport. Now, active transport. So, what is active transport? So, carrier protein is concerned with either active transport or passive transport. If it is a passive one, generally concerned with a facilitated diffusion. So now what is a active transport? So definitely active transport depends on living system. Living system. Any living system, particularly I'm taking one membranes, particularly membranes, and cytoplasmic streaming movement also. Cytoplasmic streaming movement means rotation of cytoplasm. Cytoplasmic streaming movement, rotation of cytoplasm. Here I'm taking membrane. Take the membrane. So these are the lipid molecules. Okay, lipid 1 to certain number of molecules. Take like that. this side also. Right? Now take a one carrier protein here. Okay. And the rest of the lipid molecules. Okay, this is very, very important. So this is a carrier protein. Now, substrates, whatever the type of substrate, positive or negative charge or whatever the type of substrate. See here, substrate 1, 2, 3, 4 present here. How many? 4 here. Here also. How many? 4. Equally distributed or not? 4 molecules, 4 molecules. 4, 4. No gradient. No difference. 4 molecules, 4 molecules. 1:1 ratio. No concentration gradient. Okay, no concentration gradient. So if there is no concentration gradient, both the systems are at equilibrium. If they are at equilibrium means there is no net movement of molecules. No net movement of molecules. If both the systems are at equilibrium. Equilibrium means same number of molecules in both the systems. So now neither simple diffusion nor facilitated diffusion possible. Reason, what about simple and facilitated diffusion? They are possible if concentration gradient is already existing and they do not set up concentration gradient. If concentration gradient is already available or present between systems, either simple diffusion or facilitated diffusion possible. So under these conditions, there is no chance for either simple diffusion or facilitated diffusion. But definitely, if required, for example, cell is in need of more number of substrates, for example, only. Okay. So now substrate binded. How many? One rotation, rotated. After rotation, 1 is released. Okay. So 4 minus 1, 3 only. Again, one more is required, taking up. One more also transported. One more here. Okay, so now I'm stopping here. It depends. If it is required, it is able to take up one more molecule also. So now observe. So here, what about the total number of substrates here? 2 only. Initially, how many? 4. And here, how many? What about the total number of substrates? Already 4, 2 added. 6. Okay. So now between these two systems, concentration gradient is established or not? Initially 1:1, 4 and 4. But now, for example, now at present, the gradient between these two is 2, 4, 2 and 6. How much? 4 is the gradient. So here concentration gradient is established or not? So what about active transport? It's a living system. Statement 1, carrier protein is required. Carrier protein required. Initially 4 substrates, 4 substrates. Equal. Same strength. So now to get a certain number of excess molecules, definitely ATP must be consumed. Uphill transport. Okay, so second statement, it is active transport. So active transport means ATP expenditure. ATP is consumed. Certain number of ATP molecules, whatever the number. So active transport. ATP dependent. Next, third one, it is able to create concentration gradient. Concentration gradient. Created or not? Initially 4, 4. Now 2, 6. Concentration gradient between systems created or not? So who is able to create concentration gradient between systems? Active transport, but not simple diffusion and facilitated diffusion. So if they question you, who is able to, means out of all these transport mechanisms, Which one is able to create a concentration gradient? Go for active transport. And which one is not able to set up concentration gradient? Either simple diffusion or facilitated diffusion. So able to create concentration gradient. Able to create concentration gradient means they are able to break the balance. They are able to break the equilibrium. Equilibrium disturbed or not? If equilibrium is disturbed, either simple diffusion or facilitated diffusion possible. So fourth statement, breaking concentration gradient means breaking equilibrium, writing, breaking equilibrium. Balance was disturbed, imbalanced, unequal distribution. Still molecules are moving from less to more, less to more. See, fifth statement. So here moment is moment of molecules. Moment of molecules is from less to less concentrated, less to more, less to more. Less to more means compulsory ATP is required, right? So less to more. So sixth statement, less to more. Less to more means against their own concentration gradient. Here moment is against their own concentration gradient. Against their own concentration gradient. Some people are rich, having lot of money. Still they are taking a lot of money from the market as they're having power, whatever the power. Okay, so with the help of that power, they are able to withdraw, they are able to take up a lot of money or not from the market or not, like that. Richer will become richer. Okay, with the help of power. So here, what is the power? ATP molecule. So less, more, still it is able to take up if they are required against their own concentration gradient or not. If it is against their own concentration gradient, it is uphill transport. Uphill transport. Right? So that is about active transport and concerned proteins. Right? Is it clear?